Happy birthday, man. How old are you today? How old are you today that it's your birthday? How'd you do that? That today happens to be everyone that watches this video. It's your birthday. How did that happen? Obviously, I'm lying, but obviously, there's a lot of stuff going on I got some recap and dapping to do in Exos Heroes. More importantly, looks like the core raids open story. Chapter 18 is coming. Choice Fatecore is coming. But more importantly, I just wanted to quickly do a summon session also. So mainly it's going to be about the Sabrina banner and the fact that that's what we're going to be summoning on, because I'll read it really quick. Now, what am I talking about? That's an intro etiquette. It's an intro etiquette. We're done with the intro. It's your birthday. Why would I even go into more stuff? Intro etiquette on your birthday. So happy birthday. And without further ado, let's get a rinky dinky do. Let's get into it. All right, so this is what we're obviously talking about, the regarding modified and added. So they're going to be doing this big thing they made. It's not even that they made a mistake. I think it's really important to dig deep on this, and you guys know I like to dig deep. Also, before we get digger or deeper, is that TFT finally has his update. So after this video will be another video, and then I gotta work out. And oh man, today's gonna be a crazy busy day for the boy. I got a lot of things cooking that has absolutely nothing to do with YouTube. I know this is where a majority of my audience lies, so I do like to pack you guys with a couple of information. So I'm gonna be doing a TFT video, trying that out. Remember guys, that is a free game. Just download League of Legends and you can literally play. So I'm looking forward to seeing some of you guys try that out. Hopefully, if there's enough people interested, we can maybe get some viewer games going or something like that. Secondly, I have some crazy stuff going on at my job. Positive, good things going on at my job. So by I think Friday or something like that, there might be some news that I need to tell you. Well, it's gonna be news no matter what happens, but you guys might be alluding what I'm talking about. But there's going to be some news, I think by Friday, possibly Saturday. I don't actually know when I'll find out the news, but when I do tell you, you guys will know. It should be pretty exciting. Regardless of what it is, it's going to be a funny story. So look for a story time based kind of video coming up. And last but not least, this, before we get into the summon session, is very interesting because pretty much they're changing, I think it should be down here if it's the same. Yeah, they're pretty much changing like how blue Fatecores work in general. And I think that it's interesting that they're doing this because this is pretty much, I really am curious. I don't feel like looking for the answer, but I'm just, hopefully some people in the comment section below bless me, especially those that have spent money. Look at look at like the highest tier, 12%, and now it goes up to 6% for like a grade, like the fusion grade. But obviously this affects everyone. It's like, it's weird because it's like, since it's every fusion, every blue Fatecore or whatever. For what I'm reading, I really speed read this and I was like, oh, it just looks like they're nerfing it across the board. I can only assume, because if you had an A grade as a person that's wailing out, right? You have 12% advantage over someone that either is like E or D, like, you know, well, this would be like a 10%, this is like a 9%, you know, you were really, sorry, I should be going to this one, this one is like a 9%, this one's like a 7%, like, you were really beasting out on other people that didn't have any blue Fatecores, because most of the time, you were at a disadvantage, not a disadvantage, but you had to really spend ZEUZ to actually get to that, right? Because you needed one copy, not just one copy, but you needed at least two. So you had to summon a lot. So the people that are even at A, if we're even counting it, right? So you get the first copy, right? And then you have the second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So that's 6 copies of a character, a specific Fatecore that has a 28 pity to just guarantee that you get one. So you have to get really lucky and in the first place in order to do that. So it's just really most of us that are, you know, not spending a lot of money, there's no way we would even get up to that unless for pure absolute BS bullshit luck would you get up to an A. So it's just the whole blue Fatecore thing. As you guys know, most of the people that are in this channel know I hate it. I definitely 100% do not like the concept of the blue Fatecore. I think that it's the same concept of what Signature Force is, and I think that they should have just been one and all in the same. And I do think, or it could have been something that had to do with actually farming within a nation. I think that could have been a thing. Like if you did more explorations in a certain nation, that nation was stronger. So someone that was like, oh, like how Dreadnought's account is, if you have a strong Wasted Red, is because you focused and made Wasted Red a good nation. I think that would have been a really cool thing, but maybe that's just not the level of what a gacha game can actually put out to have like that level of detail. So that's kind of like a detail from like a games that like a really fully fledged, and it's usually not even a game that's like multiplayer. If you guys want to, you know what I'm saying, that's like a system that would exist in a full price game. That's a good full price game. All full price games are not created equal. It is funny though that, you know, that would have been like, and I'm saying like an Age of Empires or something like that, like it would be really difficult for I think a mobile game to harness something of that level and really make it that. But you know, I digress. I don't like to rag on the game or anything like that too much. I do like to make suggestions, and it seems like sometimes they do. I guess this suggestion came from, you know, bad times. I guess enough complaints happening. But that's the whole thing, is that a lot of gacha games, specifically I'm talking about, will always have complaints because it's always going to be a battle between the consumer and the developer clashing, because obviously the game is made to be somewhat short-sighted, so that you have to, you know, even when it comes down to the basic of the energy system, you know, I want to play, well, you can only play this much unless you want to pay. And it's like, you know, that basic thing, you should always see that there's always going to be a tug of war between the developer and the consumer when it comes to these types of games. So what I do, I usually spend a little bit in the beginning and then I stop. I haven't spent money in the game at all in a while, and like even here, like the next blue Fatecore will prepare the chaos position, which is only a chaos position. If you guys don't know, this was a thing in the game, but it was only for enemies in PvE, where they pretty much can break any guardian stone. And I always thought that we were gonna get a character like that, but looks like it's gonna be locked behind blue Fatecore. Like I said, I do think that there's a lot of easy, cool ways to fix things in the game, but will they add those things that I think are good? Probably not. Let's be honest. It's just that a lot of stuff that, especially a lot of the concepts that I have, and I think that would make the game better, might, you know, quote unquote, make them lose money. Even though, as we could see, when they do stuff like this, what is it, 40? They're saying 40, 40 recruits they'll give back. Which is insane. If I'm not mistaken, 40 recruits is like obviously doing see it says 28, so that's doing almost double that. And I do think the 40 is a bait. I don't know why they chose 40. I'm assuming 40 is because of the fact that on a blue Fatecore you do have to like do a lot more than usual. And what's also crazy is that, you know, I feel like 40 is trying to quote unquote bait out you know, somewhat bait out people to spend some money and stuff like that. And it does seem like you're gonna get some extra ZEUZ and stuff like that for buying certain packs, but I'm not falling for it. For here, I'm just going to be doing what I already have, and that's pretty much going to be it. So just wanted to catch you guys up on what my opinions on that aspect of the game, seeing that and you know, all that fun stuff to be like, oh, you know, how I feel about that. I know people are gonna ask me, so. And it also looks like I said that they're doing a nice lot. Today's Tuesday, so usually Wednesday they might, well, no, I don't need to say that. The next thing they're doing is the Choice Fatecore Re, which is not that bad because it's going to be a banner in which you can now improve on a blue Fatecore that you possibly want to level up that grade. All up to you guys. For me, I'm just gonna take the freebie here, and we're gonna summon on, to my knowledge, because you know, every time these things come out, everyone's like still wary, like, is that how it works? So even if it doesn't work like that, at least you can see me go in here and summon, and if it's bad, it's bad. But I do have a concern that, like, based on the way that it's working, that like they might drop a gold out of nowhere, because they just dropped Sabrina, who's part of Synergy, right? And she's the blue, So, and then they're doing the Fatecore re, and then I'm hoping that they drop a black and then a gold after that, because this would be finishing off like the synergy, the first level, the first synergy, not synergy 2. But it is what it is, whether or not, you know, that's correctly how it works. Let's get some good luck from Exos Republic. Let's do this one first, and then we'll go into the other one. Maybe they'll glitch out the system and they'll give us a refund on this one too.
May peace be with you.
Oh, well, no, that was incorrect. Well, you know, it's all about the dream. It's always about the dream. But let's go in here and let's see what we get here. 28 summons. Let me know in the comment section below immediately how many of her we'll get in 28 summons, because it's no reason not to go all the way. I mean, like, what reason should I not go all the way here, you know? 2.3, Jesus, my man got shafted. I feel like every time he pops up in my summons, is like it gets worse and worse. Like people are, I guess newer people are coming to the game like, yeah, this guy sucks. You know what, by the way, this guy sucks. Like, damn, man, he's trying to feed his family, man. He's trying to feed his family. But it's really, you know, and you guys know this is the time that we like to sit out and have a conversation. It looks like I can't skip, so we look like we might be in Redland. Oh no, that's a slow. That's actually blue. We're in Blue Land. Oh baby, the general's pumping up that signature force for Carry. Carry. 4.9. That's good. I feel like that's a really high rating for a character that you really can't use. I mean, she does have the signature force is now active, right, for her. But I feel like she's still, you know, she doesn't have her homies, you know, don't have, oh no, whatchamacallit has it now, one, but you definitely need the general Fatecore. You need it, and there's gonna be a gold, so they can actually, like, you know, help you with something. Sharpie, oh man, I still like her. I like her design. So many cool legendary designs, and they're just like thrown in the garbage. What are you gonna do? Now, my other question for you guys is, what other changes would you guys want? Because it looks like they're, and this is actually very similar to what Epic 7 did. Epic 7, after a while, the game's out for a while. It's the same thing they like to do. The game's out for a while, and then they say, hey, you know what? Let's give them people. Let's give the people that are still playing, you know, something like kind of big, something big enough to, like, you know, it's kind of like it's a thing that I noticed, that they give you something really big. It's like a somewhat big change, and then like something that's good enough to bring players that quit back into the game. So I am curious, and I've had a couple comments of people saying I quit the game months ago, things of that. Like, was this change, the change to the blue Fatecores, was that a big enough change for you, or the other changes? I think the other changes, like how the changing of nations, if that's only going to be for that one nation, it's not going to be that good. This is unskippable, so that's a red. Quick step up. All right, so is this one Sabrina? I was like, who the fuck is that? Oh,
Will laugh, cry, and love, I think.
that sounds weird. Why would God want you to do that? I get it. Anywho, but I always lose track of my comment. Like, I got thrown off so bad by that. Yeah, but okay, so I was saying that every gacha game usually has that moment. Like, I do think that if they do it right, anyway, if they do it right, I do think that it will be a really cool concept that maybe you could switch characters in and out of nations, because it's clear that within the storyline that's happened, like, especially when you go to who's in a certain signature force, that's clearly happened. And this is unskippable. Let's see. I think that's a red. Kind of stepped up pretty fast, yeah. Stepped up pretty fast there. There she is. So she has slightly different dialogue, different line, she says. But lazily enough, it's again, the blue fake cores get the biggest shaft. They really do. So all they did there was her same actual summon animation, but just put the things in the background, the synergy spicy stuff in the background. I am kind of curious. I might do that in the video because I don't want to actually like do a review of her, because only thing that they really changed is that for the synergy thing, since she's part of synergy 1, they had to give her a burn, so it makes sense the same way that they did with what was it, Aiden as well. They gave him a thing. I don't think they, you know, all this is still the same basic stuff. So, you know, I don't really want to necessarily review, but that's, you know, it's the blue fake core shaft. You're a black fake core with a signature force aspect attached to you. It's literally double dipping, right? Because if you were to just keep it that, if you were to remove blue fake core, the whole aspect of a blue fake core, and just put that into another system, it's just a signature force system, because signature force boosts the characters in the region. But now they're trying to do it like, no, blue fake cores aren't signature force, because that was the mistake that they made. If Sabrina was the first type of signature blue fake core that they've ever made, like, oh, if the more of her you have, the higher the attacks. Like, you just boost the attack type, I think, heroes. And they could have made one for defense types, and they could have made one for you know, blah blah blah. Like it would have made more sense actually. This direction actually makes a ton more sense than to just say, well, of course, blue fake cores blue fake cores work exactly like this other system that we have in the game, but the other system is actually more consumer friendly, more free to play friendly. The signature force system is completely more, it's obviously whales have better access to it, but you know, when do whales not have better access to anything? So you know, it's very interesting, I should say. Very interesting. We're still chugging along here. So only one Sabrina so far. So that means guaranteed 2. I said how many we're gonna get, so that means 2 so far. Which means that for the S's of it, I'll at least have grade E. I think that's it. But I never pay attention to it. I think I got double Rachel. So that's the only one that I have active. I never got another Baraka. I have Aiden. I never got the tapioca guy, tapioca pudding, whatever his name is. Then never got that. But I feel like I'm not gonna reach 28. I was at 1900, but I forget it's like 1900 300 or 1900 700 or something like that. Kirina, I think she needs a skin too. She needs an FC. Like some of these characters would look crazy with a slight like touch up. This character I think would be dope too. She like looks plain Jane. If they made her look crazy, I would be humbled, because I think she looks really corny. Like her and Monica, but Monica came out pretty good, right? I think so. She looks decent in her synergy skin.
Such a trifling.
Oh, get out of here, brother. Astarte, but she got shafted. Astarte got shafted with the silver fake core thing, which they haven't made another one, which is supposed to be a grindable. I didn't even know if that was, you know, the whole aspect is that you get this PvE, you know, thing, like a PvE version of a fake core that you can use, because I think the things didn't work in PvP, because it was based on what nation you were fighting in or something like that. So she needs a better one. Like the other one is cool, but it just looks like her, like in a slightly different suit. It's not like as insanely creative as we all know some of the other fake cores to be. Shut up. Well, she's dead. I'm actually trying to follow the story a little bit, but the game keeps freezing. When I'm actually in PvE trying to like learn the story, like pay attention to the story with where is it, like old young Emma and Bailey when he was younger and what happened in the past, and then the game would just freeze because the story is so easy because they keep nerfing it. Like, so now up to chapter 17 is going to be really easy for me because my account is like not that bad. So I'm like, oh, let's enjoy the story, and it's like freeze. I was like, come on, man, come on, dude, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that, man. And as we come to the end here, I do want to also ask you guys, as I always do, if there's any games that you guys are looking forward to. Could be gacha. I'll just always tell people, like, I'm not really that interested in constantly playing gachas all the time. But any game that's, you know, like maybe coming out for PC that's about to drop or dropped recently that you guys are playing, please let me know about those games as well. Just looking for other games to play. I mean, if they're free, that's even better. But a lot of the times, some of the good stuff is you gotta chuck out the wallet a little bit. And that's actually why I've always said, oh wait, I don't have enough to finish. I'm off by 1 summon. So technically, unless I have ZEUZ in my mailbox, that means that I only get 1 unless I get a copy here in this summon set, which I don't. Oh no, hold on. I don't know. I probably have some in currency. 60, no, that's not enough. Oh no! Oh no! Ladies and gentlemen, I can't finish. Oh no. Well, I'll be able to finish it, but just not on video. Oh no, so technically the answer is 1. Which would have been the same answer if someone thought that I wasn't gonna get 1 in general when I was doing the summon and I was only gonna get the free 1. So I guess, you know, anticlimactic, but also climactic at the same time. That's actually kind of funny. I'm off by 300 ZEUZ. All's well that ends well. Hopefully you guys are still enjoying the game. For those that are still sticking through it, hustling and bustling, and for those that quit, like I said, do you feel like coming back now or no? But anywho, that's gonna be it for me. I gotta also film a TFT video. I gotta also make some food. I gotta cook. Got some burgers to make, baby. And then I gotta also work out. And I got a really long day. It's like a 12-hour day. And that's when I get to work. You know, so it's going to be a pretty crazy day. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. And like I said, check out the TFT video that's gonna be coming after this. And I don't think I'll have time to really do anything else. I do want to do possibly a Monster Hunter video tomorrow with all the crazy stuff if I can get up to it. But as always, let me know how you feel. Like, comment, subscribe, and just remember that every day at the Kashino is your lucky day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.